everyone. This is the Visibility Care Show, the 20-minute show designed to give you the exact tools and tips to get you seen and found by your ideal client. Now join me in welcoming your host, the phenomenal Nake Essen.
Hello, everybody. It's the Visibility Cure Show, and we are so excited to have you here. This is the show where you get the exact dosage of tools and tips to keep you visible and to allow your ideal clients to find you. Now, guess what, guys? As the show progresses, you can actually drop your questions at nanke@nankescn.com, and then we will be able to answer it with our next guest, with our guests who come on the show. We are so excited to have our amazing, awesome, beautiful entrepreneur. Her name is Miss Tobi Ricketts, and she's the founder of Kitchen Space. The Kitchen Space basically is the new Nigeria. It spells innovation, it spells growth, it spells inspiration. And I'll just give her the opportunity to introduce herself and talk a little bit about Kitchen Space. And then you basically understand why we have her on the show and why you need to listen to her tools and tips that will help you to be more strategic and help you to be more visible. Welcome, Miss Tobi. Awesome to have you.
I just kept on looking at myself like, really, is she talking about me?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for putting it together. I'm so proud of you and the works that you're doing with entrepreneurs. Bless your heart. And I trust that with what we are doing by being an entrepreneur, by being a business coach, by being a consultant, and what are we in this, I trust that we would grow into bigger and large corporates and build transformational businesses. Thank you for having me. My name is Tobi Ricketts, and I'm the founder of The Kitchen Space. The Kitchen Space is a space rental and welfare management company, and we are all about democratizing the culinary experience, creating such experiences, and also creating space. Our business segment is divided into three. We have the Rent a Kitchen, where we have a modern kitchen facility where, every person have access to, whether you're in the food business or you just want to have a potluck or bridal shower or whatnot with friends. We have a space that you can rent for that. We also do vendor management. We take on large corporate events or fairs and festivals, and we supply food vendors, and we create experiential food courts as well. Then we also have the culinary experience. We create culinary experiences. So they're teamed food experiences. And watch out in August, we're having one of the largest fairs in Nigeria.
Awesome. I am super proud of you.
Food sector, food lifestyle. Thank you.
Wow, I'm super proud of you. Thank you very much, Tobi, for enlightening us about the Kitchen Space. And really, the first time I ever met Tobi, we connected on the level of transforming businesses. We connected on the level of not just having a small business, but a business that can outlive you in terms of building strategy and building the foundational principles, right? And so it's very exciting that I have you here. I know it's a 20-minute show, but I will try as much as possible to maximize and ensure that our listeners can learn as much from you. Now, because I'm excited that you spoke a little bit about experience. You kept mentioning experience. And I know fully well that as a business owner, when you begin to understand the concept of providing an experience, it gives you the opportunity to stand out in your niche and to be visible, which is the whole crux of this idea anyway. Can you tell us a little bit about why you feel that the experience, basically makes a business system and why that is important for business owners?
Okay, so I'm going to say quickly, most small businesses waste time on creating the best product. Guess what? They have not validated their idea. They've not tested their concept. This is where we miss the road. That is why I talk about experience. For example, I have two friends I work with them. One works with IPO, one works with Jig. And I know they go back and forth. But guess what? The content, the chemical mixture is the same thing. But what makes them different is the brand experience. For example, when we started the Kitchen Space, I really had, because of my background, I was able to pull up like a one-pager business plan, which had my target. And guess what? You can't get the answers yourself until you step outside. Anybody that wants to build a sustainable business must continuously think innovatively, think innovation. How do I change the game? What can I do that is different? And I'm going to say something quickly, which I learned from Michael Porter. Michael Porter is the father of strategy. He is the one that created the five forces of is it marketing or something? I can't remember. 5 forces of something. Michael Porter. So I'm just going to read it quickly because I love him. I see him as my father, and I really study him a lot. It says that strategy is you taking a viable position entrenched in processes and systems that is difficult to match. Find what makes you different. What position do you want to take? Set process, which are like systems, and structure around it.
Awesome. The network was a little wonky,
Yes,
but I
yes.
could hear you. You said something that really struck me about people really understanding, testing and validating their ideas before going out there. The truth of the matter is that a lot of us are refugees of larger organizations, and many times we are being molded to think a certain type of way. So how do you basically and most of the time when we even have an idea to start a business, we are so egoistic about it that it's really about us and not about those we are providing the service for. So over the few months that you have been in existence and over the years that you have been in businesses, how do you teach us to talk away our ego, to learn to do simple tasks more effectively, to delegate where necessary, and to basically begin to build systems and processes around what we basically call a business? Because beyond where we are today, we need to take the business to, greater heights. We need to be able to, for instance, very recently, Konga was bought by the owner of Zynox. If Konga hadn't built a business that could be sellable, it couldn't have seen the light of day. So how do we then begin to shift the focus from our ego to the clients and begin to do things more strategically, more innovatively, and to basically shift focus from ourselves to ensuring that we are basically providing active service to our clients?
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. And when you let your humanity show, or when you're driven by solving human problem, by feeling human needs, you kind of validate people's issue and say, you know what, I know where you're standing. I understand where you're coming from. And these are the things that I do that I believe can help you solve problems. You know what I've done?
Go ahead.
I've been able to let that person see that I'm human enough. You know what I've done? I've been able to show that person that I'm human enough. Yes, that I understand your problem. And guess what? I may not have the perfect solution for you, but I have something. If you use could solve your problem, guess what? I'm not selling. I am not selling direct about you. And that is where we miss it even as human beings. The first step to getting anybody to buy your product is letting your humanity show. At the center of everything, the product you're selling, the money, whatever new thing you're trying to do out there, let humanity be at the center of it. And this one I heard from the founder of Konga.
Yes.
He said something. He said, give humanity a solution to their problem and watch the universe pay back. I strongly believe in that. Ever since I heard him say that, I said to myself, I don't care if it's paid, if it's free, I'm going to give humanity solutions to whatever problem. Sometimes I'm not even talking about the kitchen space. Sometimes I'm just with you and we're having conversations about your business. My head has thought of 30 things that you can do to make it work. And I'm telling you for free. And people are like, hey, Tobi, wait a minute. Like, what's in it for me? I'm like, no, it's just me giving you. Then I believe that this is, so one thing is, you don't let it look like, I have a kitchen, come and rent. It doesn't make anything. Anybody can have a kitchen. But at the center of that kitchen, what is there? Is it a little feedback you gave? Somebody sent us a message recently because she just did a shoot. And she said, she can't believe the kind of grace. We were here up until 3 a.m. I was awake with them until 3 a.m. shooting in our kitchen. And it was fantastic. I didn't see it as an issue. I kept on going back to say, fantastic, well done. Why don't you do this? Why don't you wear a new shirt? Why don't you make it? In fact, at the point I became a director, another point, little things matter. And that is just being human, basic. That's what I want to say about that.
Awesome. I mean, I can be here all day just listening to you, because a lot of times, like I said, we always think about monetizing rather than building. At the point where you are sharing to people, when you are giving them free knowledge from you, it's part of the law of growth, as said by John Maxwell. The more you begin to give out information to people about your business, you start to give them information about you. It helps them to be aware of the problem that they have. And that's a strategy in itself. When people are aware of what they have, they then see you as the solution. So it's a natural gravitation. they don't waste time because you have brought to limelight what you assume you can give them from the fullness of yourself. And then they basically see you as a solution. So when they start to gravitate towards you for business solution, it just happens naturally because the natural law of progression is that the more you give, the more you receive. So absolutely amazing. And sincerely speaking, this is one lesson I have taken away from here today. First of all, to be planned in every single thing. And the second thing is the experience you give out. And if you are bringing this thing from a place of a gift that God has given you 100%, it means that you are giving freely, you are giving fully and all of that. It really makes sense to me. Thank you so much, Tobi, for being here. I could be here all day, but I promise that it will be a 20-minute show. And I value your time and I hope that we can get you in sometime. I really do pray that the network was clement because at some point it was a bit wonky, but I just hope that everything worked out. So where can we find you? Where can we find you?
I just want to add one more thing. Can I have one more thing?
Oh, absolutely. Floor is yours.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Nanke, for this. So I just wanted to add one more thing. I think it's a quote I saw some time ago. It says that people forget what you say to them, but they never forget how you make them feel. How you make people feel is the experience that you sell. So product or launching a product, ask yourself, what is the feeling that this product gives me? What was this feeling telling point? So you asked me where to find the kitchen space: Instagram, IG, and we also do offline marketing. So let's for the purpose of this, on IG you can find us at the _kitchen space, at the _kitchen space. You find us on IG. Our products and our services are all listed there. And you can actually reach us on code 08052130012. Our website will be launching soon, so I'm just going to keep that and just follow us. Thank you.
I have one more question before you go. You mentioned something about having the biggest fair in Nigeria. I'd like to know a little bit about that. And I'm asking for two reasons. One, how is it that small businesses can start to collaborate to do bigger stuff? And tell us a little bit about this whole shebang that you have going on.
Oh, okay. When I say biggest fair, it's a food fair.
Oh.
So it's an innovative food fair. It's never been done I think I checked West Africa. It's not been done. And it was from when I started the kitchen space that the idea, came to mind. And for every person I've shared it with, they said, oh, fantastic. So it's going to be a social cooking fair. What is a social cooking fair? A social cooking fair is a team, social cooking fair is where you have people learn how to cook a particular meal dish from different kind of chef. Instead of a private affair, we'll learn how to cook different kind of meal or also cook different kind of meals in teams that day. Awesome. So yes, how can small business tap into it? One thing that we are doing because of the growth that we've enjoyed. I do not take any glory for any growth that we've enjoyed. First thing is I run to my maker. That's the first thing that makes all this possible. So I ask all the questions. I really, really ask him all the questions and he gives me answers. Then the laid down answers are the inspiration that I get, the ideas that I get, and I write them down. So one of the things we're doing is our partnerships are with multinational and international brands. So one thing small businesses can do is, don't think you're too small. Trust me, those large corporates need you. They know you take their customers. We have one competitor, and I remember, so when someone asks us for how much guess what? So prepare yourself, do your documentations, and let them know what value you're bringing to them and what value you want from them. And guess what? Hold your ground. Hold your ground. If they're doing something you feel wouldn't work with you, you can tell them, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate you, but we wouldn't be doing business with you. Stick to your integrity, your values, those things that you hold strongly. Don't let anybody push you around. And trust me, they would look for you. They'll be looking for us, so you can imagine. They will look for you till we're only 3 months old. So they would find you. Yes.
I really learned so much today, and I can't even imagine how much value that we have gotten here for free. Tobi, I must say a big thank you to you because you really talked that something that I hold dear, and this is something that we share together, understanding your foundational principles, which are your core values. What will make you
Yes.
say yes and what will make you say
Or
no,
make you say no.
and what
Yes.
you can never compromise on. And beyond
Yes.
that, what the market can recognize you for. Beyond your product or your service, what can
Yes.
they recognize you for? They can
Mm-hmm.
recognize you for stability. They can recognize you for always being there. They can recognize you for,
Yes.
so what can they for reliability, basically. And so those are so many things. These are the things and more that I have learned today, basically in putting together all our conversations together. I'm super
Yes.
excited to have had you, and
Thank you.
I just pray sincerely that the network was actually very clement, because
I pray
I'm
too.
bringing you back and you have to say all of this thing all over again.
Oh my
But if not,
God.
we'll just work with the audio. And however, I know I have learned a lot, and I'm very grateful. I wish the kitchen space all the best. I cannot even wait
Thank
for
you.
more. I can't wait for us to collaborate, because we have
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
and,
Thank you for having me, and I'm sorry about the light. You should
it's
come
okay.
on. No,
We are in Nigeria, so my people should understand that these things happen. But again, like you said, innovation and getting better, the show will definitely get better. This is just the starting point, and we'll definitely
Yes.
get better, and we'll keep going.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here with us, and it was awesome.
Thank
All right,
you.
guys.
Yeah.
It was nice hanging out. Please drop your questions, and I would also make sure that Ms. Ricketts is able to answer them for us. Thank you for spending time with us, for spending your Thursday evening with us. It's been a pleasure being here, and I hope that you've learned lessons, because I have learned valuable lessons that I can actually relate to. Yay! The light is here, and it's a lot more brighter than it was earlier. Yikes! But yeah, thank you very much, and we will be seeing you again. Bye, guys. And she's like, peace out.